Have you ever heard a sound so strange, that it changed your life forever? I wish I had ignored it. Last spring, I was living alone. Life wasn't going well. I had lost my job. My girlfriend had left me. Most nights, I sat in the dark watching movies just to keep my mind busy. One Friday night, around 11:30 p.m., I was halfway through a movie when I heard it. Clang! A loud metallic bang. It sounded like someone had hit a metal pipe. I paused the TV. Silence. I waited. Nothing. I laughed it off. Probably a neighbor. I pressed play again. Then, clang. This time, it was louder. Much closer. It came every few minutes. Always one hit. Never two. It felt intentional. I pulled back the curtain. The street was empty. No cars. No people. Only the yellow glow of a single streetlight. I told myself I was imagining things. But then, the sound came again. I grabbed my flashlight and looked through the kitchen window. At first, nothing. Then, a small figure stepped out from behind a tree. It looked like a child. Maybe 10 years old. He was holding a long metal pipe. He wasn't playing. He wasn't smiling. He was staring, directly at my house. Every few minutes, he lifted the pipe, and slammed it against a metal sign. Clang! Then he stood completely still again. Something felt horribly wrong. Why would a kid be outside alone, at midnight? I decided to lock every door. As I checked the back entrance, I froze. The motion light suddenly turned on. Two men, dressed completely in black, were standing only a few feet from my back door. One of them slowly reached for the handle. The other looked straight into my window. My blood turned cold. The kid wasn't the danger. He was the distraction. While I watched him, these men had quietly moved behind my house. I backed away as quietly as I could. Locked every door. Turned off every light. Then ran into the bathroom with my phone. My hands shook so badly, I almost dropped it while dialing 911. The operator whispered, "Stay where you are. Officers are coming." Outside, I heard footsteps. Then, someone tried the back door. Once. Twice. Again. The handle kept moving. I held my breath. Every second felt like an hour. Then, sirens. The footsteps stopped. Car doors slammed outside. Someone shouted, "Police." Seconds later, everything went silent. The officers searched the neighborhood. The child was gone, the two men, gone too. But near my backyard fence, police found fresh footprints. And a pair of heavy bolt cutters. One officer looked at me and quietly said, "If you had opened that back door." He didn't finish the sentence. He didn't have to. I moved out of that house 2 weeks later. Even today, whenever I hear a single metallic bang late at night, I don't look outside anymore. Because sometimes, the noise isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to pull you toward the trap. Everyone loves the sound of an ice cream truck, until one follows you home. Last spring, I came back from college to spend a quiet week at my parents' house. The neighborhood hadn't changed. Same streets. Same houses. Same peaceful afternoons. Or so I thought. On my second day home, I heard the familiar ice cream truck jingle. At first, it felt nostalgic. But something wasn't right. The truck wasn't moving. It sat across the street, engine running. For nearly 20 minutes. No children. No customers. Just silence. I looked through my bedroom window. The driver wasn't selling ice cream. He was staring directly at my house. I stepped back from the window. Maybe I was imagining things. An hour later, I looked again. The truck was still there. This time, the driver was holding binoculars. And he was looking straight at my bedroom. Every instinct in my body screamed, something was wrong. I grabbed my phone and called the non-emergency police line. An officer drove by. The truck slowly pulled away before they arrived. They couldn't do anything. No crime had been committed. That night, I tried to forget about it. Around 2:30 in the morning, a familiar melody echoed through the darkness. The ice cream truck song. My eyes snapped open. Who sells ice cream at 2:30 a.m.? I peeked through my curtains. The truck was parked directly in front of my house. Its headlights were off. Only that creepy music kept playing. Then, tap. Something hit my bedroom window. Another. Then another. Small rocks. Someone wanted me to look outside. I carefully lifted the curtain. The driver was standing in my front yard. Looking up at me. Smiling. Then, he slowly raised one finger, and pointed toward the back of my house. I froze. Why? What was behind my house? Suddenly, a loud crash came from the backyard fence. There wasn't just one person. There were two. One was distracting me from the front, while another was trying to get in from behind. I immediately called 911. Whispering so quietly I could barely hear myself. The dispatcher told me one thing. Do not leave your room. Minutes felt like hours. The truck's music stopped. Complete silence. Then, sirens. Blue and red lights flooded the street. The truck sped away before officers reached it. Police searched the neighborhood all night. The truck had disappeared, but they found fresh footprints behind our fence. And marks showing someone had tried to force the back gate open. The officer looked at me and said, I don't think they came here to sell ice cream. That was the last time anyone in our neighborhood saw that truck. No license plate. No business name. No security cameras caught it clearly. Sometimes, late at night, when everything is silent, I still think I hear that old ice cream song drifting through the darkness. And every single time, I close the curtains.